If you're the kind of person who cringes when a power outage hits right in the middle of a big file transfer, a video conference, or a gaming session, you already know the anxiety that comes with buying a UPS. You want something that actually holds up when you need it, not just a pretty box that sits on a shelf gathering dust. The big question is, does the APC SRT192BP2 live up to the promise of no interruption, or are you just spending money on another piece of equipment that will sit idle most of the time? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been digging through a mix of technical write-ups, forum threads, and the handful of user comments that do exist for this model. What stands out is that the SRT192BP2 is a part of APC's Smart-UPS line, which is aimed at small to medium business environments and serious home office setups. It's not a budget-friendly, plug-and-play unit you might buy for a single desktop. It's a two-phase, online double conversion UPS that is meant to keep your gear alive even when the utility power is a roller coaster. First, let's talk about who will actually benefit from this machine. If you run a home-based studio, a small server rack, or a workstation that houses critical data, think 3D rendering, video editing, or a database that can't afford a sudden shutdown, the SRT192BP2 gives you a solid safety net. Its capacity to deliver clean, uninterrupted power means that a sudden dip in voltage won't corrupt open files, and a short outage won't force you to reboot your system. The unit also includes network management capabilities, so you can monitor its status remotely, a feature that becomes handy when you're not on site but still need to know if the UPS is about to run low. On the flip side, if you're looking for a simple backup for a single PC or a gaming console, you'll probably be better off with a smaller, less expensive UPS. The SRT192BP2's price point reflects the extra features, the online conversion circuitry, the larger battery pack, and the network interface, and you'd be paying for capabilities you'll never use. For a typical home office with a single laptop and a monitor, a 600 VA to 800 VA standby UPS will do the job just fine. Now, onto the practical strengths that show up when you actually plug the thing in. Because the SRT192BP2 operates in true online mode, it constantly conditions the power coming from the wall. That means the output voltage is regulated 100% of the time, eliminating the brownout spikes that can be a silent killer for delicate electronics. In real-world testing, people have reported that their NAS devices stay online without any hiccups even when the house experiences a brief 120V dip during a heavy load. The unit also has an automatic voltage regulation (AVR) function, so you're not relying on the battery for every little fluctuation. The UPS corrects the voltage itself, preserving battery life for true outages. Battery runtime is another area where the SRT192BP2 shines. With a standard 12-cell battery pack, you can expect roughly 5 to 10 minutes of power at half load, which is enough time to either finish a Savianquit cycle or trigger a graceful shutdown via the APC software. If you have a longer runway in mind, APC offers extended battery modules that can be added later, turning the UPS into a modular solution rather than a one-size-fits-all. From a usability standpoint, the front panel display is clear and intuitive. It shows load percentage, battery charge, and any alarms. Even if you're not a tech guru, the basic navigation is straightforward. A couple of buttons let you acknowledge warnings, silence the audible alarm, and cycle through the menus. The unit also comes with a set of 8 IECC13 outlets, enough to feed a small server rack or a handful of peripherals without needing a power strip. There are, however, a few hidden trade-offs that buyers should be aware of. First, the UPS is physically large and fairly heavy. It's designed to sit in a server room rack, not on a cramped desk. If you have limited space, you'll need to allocate a dedicated spot for it, and the weight means you'll want a stable surface. The last thing you want is a unit shifting during a minor tremor. Second, the noise level can be noticeable when the internal fans kick in during prolonged operation. Under normal load, the unit stays relatively quiet, but if you're running it near capacity for an extended period, the fans can become a low drone that might be audible in a quiet office. This isn't a deal-breaker for most business users, but if you plan to keep the UPS in a bedroom or a home studio, you may need to factor in that sound. The network management card, while a powerful feature, does add a layer of complexity. You'll need to set up SNMP or use the provided web interface to pull real-time data, And that can be a learning curve if you've never dealt with remote UPS monitoring before. The good news is that once it's configured, you get